Hi everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. This week's video is dedicated to a good friend, David Bassin, upon his upcoming wedding tonight. Mazel tov to you. May you build a bayis ne'eman b'Yisrael. Also, this week's video is dedicated as a zechus for a refuah shlema for Yisrael Amichai ben Sarah and Le'ila Nishmas Rafael Mordechai ben Tzvi. You will surely be missed by your friends and family. In this week's parsha, we have a double parsha, Vayakhel-Pekudei. The Torah again enumerates all the details about the building of the Mishkan. And with all its details, like we spoke about a couple weeks ago, that the Mishkan itself was the pinnacle of creation because Hashem is now able to allow His presence, His Shekhinah, to rest among us. Nevertheless, the Torah still tells us on Shabbos, don't do any work. That means as important as it is to build this Mishkan, at the same time it is forbidden to build a Mishkan on Shabbos, which then lets us know how paramount Shabbos is. And we should certainly utilize it because thankfully for us, Shabbos comes out at least once a week. And so therefore, as important as the Mikdash was, the Beis HaMikdash, the Mishkan, the future temple that King Solomon built, it all pales in comparison to Hashem, to Shabbos, because the work is prohibited to do on Shabbos, even for the Mishkan itself. And the question really is, why? What is so much more paramount about Shabbos? Yes, Shabbos signifies the creating of the world, and that Hashem created the world in 6 days and rested on the seventh. But the fact that Hashem wants a Mishkan to be built, a tabernacle to be built, that He Himself could dwell among us, like we spoke about, why is that any less paramount? What exactly is more paramount about Shabbos that is forbidden to do any of the work on Shabbos? So a simple answer we could say is that the Mishkan, the tabernacle, only lasted for but 39 years, and the temples only lasted for a short time, whereas Shabbos was Shabbos from the beginning, from the first Shabbos and on, down till today. We're thankfully able to keep Shabbos every single week. And so in that sense, the Torah therefore goes through all the motions to let us know, to let you and I know how important this upcoming Shabbos is. That we have to view it as it's very important, that if we were to build the Mishkan today, we would not be able to keep Shabbos. We would not be able to build it on Shabbos. So in order that you and I should learn the lesson of how important this coming Shabbos is, and how much last week's was, and next week's will be, therefore the Torah goes through this entire soliloquy. But at the same time, a secondary answer I wanted to share with you is that Shabbos, it's true that Hashem dwells among us. But the question is, why does Hashem dwell among us? What is it that we achieve that Hashem should dwell upon us? And we now see how incredible of a virtue it is for us that we actually keep Shabbos. And it's because we keep Shabbos that's what gives us our holiness, and because we have our holiness, that's why Hashem dwells among us. Hashem will only dwell among us if we can retain that holiness and be holy. To top it all off, there's something even more important than the Mishkan and Shabbos. And what is that? That is you. Each and every single person is even more important than the Mishkan, than the tabernacle, or than Shabbos itself. Because if the tabernacle was burning on Shabbos, it would be forbidden to put it out, because it's forbidden to extinguish a fire on Shabbos. If a Sefer Torah, if a holy Torah scroll was burning on Shabbos, it would be prohibited to save that Torah scroll, because the sanctity of Shabbos is even more important than a Torah scroll. But if a simple person like you and I, if God forbid we were in a dangerous situation, it would be not only permitted to break Shabbos, but it would be an obligation on every single person. 1,000 Jews can desecrate one Shabbos for one human being, for one Jewish person. And so therefore you are even greater than Shabbos, and you are even greater than the Mishkan. And it's very, very important for each and every single person to know that, because you have infinite potential. And what you do on Shabbos is your most important function in life, is to gain awareness of Hashem. And if there's no people, there's nobody to gain awareness. And so therefore you are more important in every moment that you can gain awareness of Hashem and become more knowledgeable of Him. You, in your every single moment of your life, are even more important than every single Shabbos, and more important than every single Mishkan that could be built or that will be built. I hope you internalize this message. Having a very, very wonderful Shabbos, And thank you again for listening.